Hey friends, just hopping on live once again on this Friday morning. Please don't get annoyed. It's only because I want to get my friends, my family, my following over to the Mallard's Pampered Chef Cooking Corner. That's the new business page that I started. I have a lot more flexibility with all of the Facebook rules and algorithms, that sort of thing. But decided I would hop on and talk about my obsession. You probably have seen me talk about it before, and that is cold brew coffee. Absolutely love it. I'm actually doing 2 pitchers of our cold brew. I have 3 of these because that's how obsessed I am. This is the new Cold Brew Pitcher from Pampered Chef. Absolutely love it. Has like a tempered glass, has a silicone base, so like you don't risk, like when you bump it in, it could break. But then the research comes in with this fine mesh filter. So you can do the cold brew coffee in here. You can do like cold brew tea. You can do hot tea. You can do like flavored infused water. So putting like lemon, cucumber in there into the filter. So absolutely love it. But I'm obsessed with cold brew. A few things that I've learned since I've started drinking cold brew. It is not a new thing. I've actually done a lot of reading, and it's actually been around since the 1600s in Japan. But the reason why I in particular love cold brew is it really has some nice flavored notes where it's a little bit more bold, chocolate, smoother because of the steeping process. And because of that steeping process is why you actually pay more, say in Starbucks or one of the fancy coffee shops, because you have to wait for the fruits of your labor. So it does take 18 to 24 hours to brew a batch of cold brew. And I say brew, but it's actually more similar to how you do tea, kind of that steeping process. And because of that steeping process, it's a lot less acidic, a lot less bitter, because when heat hits a coffee bean, it releases the acid. And because there's no heat involved here, much less acidic. In fact, I actually just read a few things on Reddit. Actually, I just follow the coffee Reddit. And they're saying that when you compare 1 cup of cold brew to like a regular brewed coffee, it's actually 70% less acidic. So I don't know, and more caffeinated. I think it's more caffeinated because it's more concentrated too. And again, another reason why you pay more at, say, like a Starbucks. But absolutely love cold brew for those reasons. I'm actually going to be doing a little taste test here, so I'm going to report back tomorrow, because again, we take longer for that extraction process. So I'm going to leave 1 out on my countertop, and then I'm going to put 1 in my refrigerator. I typically will put it in the refrigerator, but I just want to see if there's any different flavor notes, that sort of thing. Speaking of flavor notes, if you are going to do cold brew, highly recommend. You cannot get the, like when you go to like the grocery store, those are pre-ground for like drip coffee or filter coffee. You want to get a whole bean and grind it yourself. But when you grind it, you want it to be like a coarse grind, something that you would use for a French press. The other thing that I've noticed is, and have also read and watched multiple YouTube videos, is when you're using something with like fruit forward or floral forward coffee, you're not going to get as much of that with the cold brew, because it's really the heat that kind of brings out those aromas. So you want to choose something that has more earthy floral notes to it. So just something to consider. I actually add cinnamon and nutmeg to mine because I just love being just a little extra bougie sometimes. So I'm gonna actually do a blind taste test. So I've actually already put my coffee in here with a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg. I'm gonna label one of these. My husband will know, and then I'll do a blind taste test of which one's been sitting out on the countertop and which one has been in the refrigerator. So again, 5 to 6 cups of water in here. I have some filtered water behind me, just the Brita. This is actually our stainless steel double wall insulated pitcher. You can keep ice in this bad boy for like 2 days. It's amazing. So highly recommend getting one of these, especially for those summer picnics out on the deck or what have you. Either way though, 1 cup coarse ground coffee, you put it in the filter, and again, that's that fine mesh filter right here. So you'll put that cup of the coarse ground coffee. But then Pampered Chef for a limited time also has these cold brew concentrate packets. Absolutely love this. 6 come in here. It takes 2 to make a batch. So I'll just pop them on in here. And I am using the filter. You don't have to when you use the concentrate packets. In fact, you could just like dump them in here and just pour the water over. But because I am adding a few extra little bougie touches, I don't know, is cinnamon and nutmeg considered bougie? I don't know. I am using the filter here. And so, like I said, I'll label one of these as to sit out on the countertop, and the other one I'll pop on my refrigerator, and then I'll come back on tomorrow and I'll let you know if there's any differences. I'm assuming, I'm gonna need to get some more water. I'm assuming that I won't have to leave the one out on the countertop as long because it's room temperature, so kind of that extraction is probably gonna be sped up a little bit and slowed down in the refrigerator because it's cold, obviously. Anyways, reach out if you have questions, and please follow me over at Mallard's Pampered Chef Cooking Corner. I have to have a certain amount of followers, and I think I actually have to wait 60 days before I can go live over there. So do that. Consider hosting with me too. I try and make my online experiences fun, and I cater to you and your friends and your family and whatever you want to see, whatever you're interested in. I'm really highlighting now just more like a summer like drinks, appetizers, kind of like a light affair, so no casseroles in this. I'll wait until winter to do that. So again, I do try and customize it to your liking and whatever you guys want to see. I'm here for you. I love doing this. I love showing off the products, and hopefully that comes across. But hopefully it also comes across that I absolutely love cold brew. Get yourself some, save money at Starbucks, and get one of these bad boys yourself. And I've also been known to gift these to my hosts, so just consider that. Pretty easy. Talk to y'all soon. Bye now.